Hi everyone. So I'm going to be kind of going over the course overview. I'm going to use one course, but this is going to be used in all of my courses. So for this semester, it'll be in Studio Problems, Senior Project, Packaging, and Typography. We're just going to use typography as my example class. So, these are things that you find in all of my classes. And so I just want to, kind of give you a sense of where you can find things. This help is always at the top. If you run into problems, technically, this is the help desk for Blackboard and for YSU. If you have problems with your computer or the Adobe Cloud, which you should get for free through this course, you should go to them. You should not come to me. But know that if you're having problems installing and your YSU ID is not functioning for that cloud, that you can go in and talk to them, give them a call, and they should be able to work through it. They can actually connect with your computer and fix things remotely. So it's very, very helpful. I had to have them do that for me in the spring when I was having cloud issues. There is, and we won't talk about it, but Blackboard creates this little orientation for you. I've gone through some of them, but not a lot of them. For example, grades and feedback. That's something that we should all be interested in, right? So I'm happy to say that I'm able to give you kind of an overview of your grade, not just the grades themselves in the grade book. I took a course in Blackboard over the Christmas holidays. So that's really, really wonderful. But you should look at this because it will give you an overview of where you can do things and what you can do. But I don't want to spend time for us doing it. Keep in mind that I do get a sense of, how often you're in and how long you're there, because this form of Blackboard does give me some basic analytics about your interaction with the course. So that's really important to know. Know that I'm going to know when you're in and when you're not. So meet your faculty. Most of you know me. A lot of you have had me in face-to-face, but if you haven't, here's a very old photograph. My hair is much longer and a little bit crazy since I haven't gotten it cut since probably February of 2020. Office hours, my office number, and my email. Keep in mind my office number does work even though I'm working remotely. I actually get an email with a message, but email is just as effective. I'm probably going to have open times where I'm just sitting in a room if you guys want to come and log on, and I'll probably do it, an hour a week. So if you needed more one-on-one time, that's the time to do it. And as the class progresses, you'll be hearing more about that. Little bio about me, a little video of me being super nerdy. There is your syllabus with all the university policies. And this covers the syllabus for each class, and what we're covering, outcomes, grading. Each course is a little bit different. You can see that you're graded on your daily posts, which are 5 points. By the way, those are not just an immediate 5 points. They have to be well done, and you have to be making forward progress. If you're not doing what is asked of you, or if you're not making forward progress, you're not going to get those 5 points. So this could be used in feedback on your work. This could be for discussion posts on video, or 5 points for sketches. There's a lot of things that 5 points is, but it's not you immediately get that 5 points. It is a graded scale. 5 being excellent and 1 being limited to no effort. There's also a 10-point scale for progress critique. 5 points is how much you participated with your peers. You'll be in groups giving feedback to between 4 and sometimes 6, but usually less than 6 peers. And you'll have a specific amount of word count that you'll have to reach for each peer. We are also going to be, you can see that your visual projects, and there are 4 of them, are 68% of your grade. Those are on this 20-point scale, and you can see that that's pretty clear. So that's your 68% of your grade right there. Then your discussion points and sketches are 24%, and progress critiques are 8%. I will say that I found out how to do this at the end of last semester, and I realized that this could change things a little bit, because it puts a lot more importance than I have done in the past on those discussions, basic feedback that I give you independently, and your sketches. So don't think that 5 points does not have value. It really will impact your grade greatly. So feel free to read through this. Make sure that you read through this. You'll see that I don't accept late work, which I'll talk about in your syllabus as well. But it's very, very important to do that. Course schedule. Now keep in mind the course schedule could be altered if something were to happen, but typically I don't in an online course alter the schedule, because everything impacts the next, and I have to basically move the entire class, which becomes a pretty big thing. Software and technical, again, remember that you have that Adobe Creative Cloud or Creative Suite that YSU has purchased for you while you're in classes. So make sure that you are switched over to that account. We talked about that Blackboard orientation. You're going to be doing, every class should have project 1. It should have a statement. And usually, in that statement will be a video kind of explaining my expectations, and then it might have some examples. Then you're also going to introduce yourself. That's worth 5 points. You need to update your little profile picture right here. And here's that. Here's a little introduction from me. And then we have the, this is where this overview is going to go. It's going to explain to you how to schedule an appointment. So if we click in here, this is this little blue overview. And again, this is how you schedule an appointment with me. This is a video that I made just talking about how to get through online courses and the idea of classes during the coronavirus. I think it's very helpful to kind of realize that we're all going through something new. And you can see that this course is going to be doing sketches, and that is a 5-point graded sketch, and there'll be instructions in here. You can see that it's due on January 14th. Due date is 11 a.m. All of my projects are due at 11 a.m. I know people want to know why not midnight, because if we waited until midnight, we're pushing the timeline of when these things are done, and it impacts the class that I have the next day. So, I always either have it at the beginning of a core class or the end of a class. So this class starts at 8. So the project needs to be in by 11. My packaging class starts at 11. So you guys have to be posted again by 11. And I do that because I want to make sure that I get you that feedback in the day that you post. So that's my little overview. I hope it's helpful. Please make sure that if you're running into problems, email me. Don't wait. Don't think, oh, I don't want to talk about this. Talk about this. Even if I just know that you're encountering problems and you send me an email and say, hey, I'm encountering problems, I can't really talk about it right now. Do that. The open communication gets through problems much more quickly than ignoring it for weeks, or sometimes people have ignored things for months. And open dialogue gets through and make sure that I know that you're struggling for whatever reason, and we can come together maybe during my office hours and fix and get you in a better place. Thank you. Bye.